Hello everyone and welcome back to the channel, welcome back to Super Dungeon Tactics. Quick explanation, I basically forgot to put on sound, so this episode is a bit broken. This is why I'm having it on 2x speed, so I'm just going to glance over it. Yeah, this is the story mission. Which makes this double sad, but yeah, with 3 heroes equipped, I went into the mansion. The mansion is one of the more interesting levels because there is no spawner, and basically the monsters pop up as you go. And you have to find 3 different spots in the mansion where you can find the clues you are looking for. I picked the sorcerer as a tank, I picked the mage as a damage dealer, and I picked the ranger as a supporter, which was an interesting idea, but I think or you will see that I basically just overdid it a little bit. And yeah, basically going room to room to room and just clearing everything up. Yeah, I also had problems just at the beginning setting my characters in good positions so I could heal them and support them and make sure everything works out. The sorceress absolutely did a banger job here. With her defense and the damage she's doing, especially since all the undead mobs are most of the undead mobs are really weak. They have 1 to 3 hit points and no defense, so they're basically just like dying on the spot whenever she is doing her reaction. And the ranger basically lost her wave heal because I equipped a different relic, which was to my detriment because I basically mistook a lot of stuff at some point and lost a hero. And this is we were not that far from me losing a hero. Also another point was just not necessarily bad roll luck, but with only one hero that has a blue dice, I often didn't get the needed blue dice for the sorceress, so more than once she basically just was not tanky enough, which was basically what cost me my hero, among other things. So I'm basically close to the first of these spots. It is a bit up in the next room that is on the side of the kitchen. I think this is the kitchen where I currently am fighting. Another thing was that the sorceress often, since I put her on the front line, was in a bad position to actually attack an enemy. And she couldn't use her full potential. As you can see, like she is often standing somewhere where she can like not shoot correctly and not deal the maximum amount of damage, which was kind of sad. And yeah, I really went out there and put the mage in harm's way, which was a very bad idea. Basically, I put her in the front line, and that made her yeah. Also at this point I just couldn't start the attack because the field I wanted to cast the attack on was on the same spot that my mage was, and I for some reason couldn't shoot it off because the game was always going back to using my mage, which was kind of dumb. And instead of pulling her out, which would have been the smart move, I basically just let her stand in the kitchen, which put her even more in harm's way. yeah, but what I also failed to notice is the bone caster in the back here that that kept respawning the enemies to the point where I basically just got overwhelmed with enemies because I forgot to take care of him, kind of. So yeah, this was actually not my best play. I recorded this in the week I was sick at home, so this is why I'm wearing a bathrobe. Yeah, and even here with the tank firmly in charge in the front, the mage was still moving very badly. Also, I failed to notice that she was damaged, that she was poisoned, which put further damage on her, and yeah, eventually, as you can see, she perished, which is completely my fault. But yeah, at least now I learned my lesson and took care of the summoners. And I'm really glad I have the Elven Ranger with the crossbow, because she took care of a lot of the more armored enemies for me. For example, the Dread Knights. And other stuff that is still, like, coming. But yeah. And you can see, basically, touching the sofa would give me the first of the clues. Diagrams for mechanical figures. So we're basically looking or getting towards the point where we find out what the secret of this of the relic is. Like, we know there's a relic. We just have no idea what it is. Yeah, one of the main problems was positioning the tank so that he could actually fight. And yeah, there's a boss spawning. There is a death spectre that basically just spawned, and I had no idea how to handle this. At first, I was really unsure, like, what am I going to do? But fortunately for me, I got a really good handle of the situation, because for some reason he jumped through the wall, but he never jumped back. He just, like, went the whole way around, which, yeah, worked for me at least. And yeah, I was basically just watching where is it walking, where's my healer, so it doesn't just take out my back row. But thankfully, I managed to not lose any more heroes, especially since I was already at almost 2 of the spots, more or less. Yeah, this is where I switched basically the front and the back, so that my tank could stand in front of the Death Spectre, and this was a really interesting fight between my characters and the Spectre, because at first I was really confused as how am I going to solve this, but with a little bit of tactics and moving the characters around well enough, I could actually, like, handle, you know, the whole thing. Yeah, in this case I actually stole a skull, which weakened my character, but the enemy got basically the weakest of the things, which is like movement, and I could just easily dispatch him. Only issue is my healer is now at 5 life points. And yeah, I basically, since I knew the mission, I knew how close I was to actually finishing, so I really thought, well, I'm going to just kind of quickly finish this, and you can see the power that the sorceress has is incredible. Unless your enemy is armored, then she is like, she kind of has a problem here. But yeah, we found a personal journal of the founder of the village, which is kind of nice. And yeah, last thing was to finish off the Dread Knight and look for the last of the pieces. And lucky for me, the Dread Knight just, even with all the things he just had all the debuffs in the world. This is the strength of the sorceress. The sheer amount of debuffs she has is incredible. I think this is why I like her to go for the tanky build so much. It's just so devastating. Yeah, at this point I'm basically just clearing out everything behind me and in front of me. And this is a place where I actually kind of screwed up because I'm so close to the last point. It's just I could have reached it. I could have simply reached it, taken it, and be done with it. But I instead went and attacked the enemies and got in a really bad spot here because the enemy was blocking the door with respawns, and I had no way to get in and grab the last piece. And the sorceress in this case actually had no way to attack the enemy because everything was full with enemies around her, and she had no idea how to handle this. I was absolutely convinced I would just have to play the whole thing again, which in hindsight would have been maybe good because I could have just pretended the second one would be the first one with voiceover and everything. But yeah. And really, I didn't roll a single blue token in the last few rounds. I was like so frustrated because I thought, well, how am I going to solve this? And then I kind of got an opening and managed to leave this space. But yeah, still no blue. Extremely frustrating. And I thought, okay, I'm going to shoot this guy, jump in the door so nobody gets in the way, and yeah, just quickly grab the thing and hope that the mission was over. And yeah, it like the mission was over luckily, and I was safe. And there's a lot of loot I got. Yeah, overall the story is that there is a golem which was built, which is a protector of the city or the village, and I have to find it. Yeah, but let's check out loot. Green support token, very nice. Currently not in use because it did give the passive buff that I would want on the characters, but yeah. Basically the wave haste is lost, but it just moves from character to character. Yeah, weapons. I got a few new crossbows, which is nice for the character using it. I also got new armor, so I could like upgrade the medium armor fighters and just screw around there. So yeah. Since I'm not using the Barbarian as a tank anymore, the Thorns armor is not that useful. Might switch her back later, but I'm not entirely sure if I want to or if I should. Yeah. But yeah, a lot of new great swords, which is totally cool. Like they just look so badass. So yeah, I'm really thinking about taking the Barbarian for a spin in the next mission. yeah, new access for the one character that still uses them, which is the Wormclaw Exemplar, or our Scaly Boy. And yeah, that's it for this mission. We're going to see what else comes around and what else I'm going to play. Next time I will make sure I have the sound on. So thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next one.